Uh. MilkyTheSquid. It's hell time. It's time to willingly go back into the torment nexus. We are close to the end. I just have to do the final 3 days. Each day might take me an entire stream, but it will happen. Going through library. It's kind of fun, not gonna lie. Yeah, because library room is pretty fucking good. Hello. What's an area going a stroke of the TV? Because this is the song I'm listening to. This is fuck. No, this is the song. I just need to make it through to the end. First things first, though. You get ads. Sorry to throw you into hell, but I have to, so that way people don't get fucking grabbed by the ghoulies. And now that these losers are watching ads, I can show you the real good shit. All right? Don't let anybody else know you're watching this one, because, like, this one's for you only, ad-free viewers. Here you go. I'm gonna put this on the big screen. You don't need to worry about this Wikipedia article I'm reading. Hide that. This one's for you all. This is one of my more favorite Toho like artists. But he was like 7 months old, but whatever. I love that I can just throw this up during ads now. This is the ads thing. Welcome to the ads. This is the ad. If you're subscribed, this is the ad you have to watch.
Cream gravy.
Wrong one.
The horror.
Advertising the fifth. Toho. take this pose over here. Okay, ads are over. But I can't cut it off before this. Oh wait, no, I forgot. The others come in. Good. Okay, so look. No more fucking around. Lobotomy time. You're even gonna fight you're a real person. Thanks, Twitch. For just assuming everybody that like watches this stream is a viewbot. Because you're right. None of you are real. Even if you think you're real and have thoughts, you're not real. Chat member, you are fake. Give it up for day 47. So, day 47. We will need to prep. And first things first, we're gonna need 2 new employees to man Central, and I think also a new employee down here to man Architecture. So as always, who wants to get hired? Astro, you're in. Good enough. All right, we're gonna need more employees. I want to die. You're in. Because you're not dying. You're making it to the end. Look at that. Look how swell you look. All right, 2 green hairs in Central. And finally, for Architecture. Am I already in? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right there. Boss, I'm ready. We're gonna throw V-dubs in, because I know V-dubs isn't in. In the training facility. No, I've specifically engineered this facility to not have to train. You're in. Okay, where am I? Not in the facility. Yeah, you're not in the facility. All right, now, ego time. So, Astro. We don't have any A-lifts to go around. We do have some wows, though. We can throw you in Spore and also give you a Spore. For Omni, what do we got? Honestly, throw you in Moonlight. Moonlight's pretty good. You don't get Magic Bullet, though. Nobody gets Magic Bullet. That's the most important rule. Magic Bullet is a no-go on anybody. Nobody gets that ever. All right, you have Diffraction. Octavian has the Capo. B-Dubs. What can I throw you in? Fuck it. Ecstasy. Nobody gets Magic Bullet. Nobody gets Magic Bullet. Batisha's pretty good, though. And Magic Bullet. You're not in the facility. You do not exist. Remember, Mad Bird Hunt. No, the Bird Hunt's over. That's why Putis looks like that. Okay. So, day 47. I need to pull up a notepad real Okay, so we only need to get to Clyphon Meltdown level 6. I say only, this will still be a Herculean task. I will probably restart this day multiple times, but fuck it. We begin Core Suppression Part 2. Why do I still give you one? I ask this question every day. So, we have Pod, we have Malkuth, we have Yesid, and we have Netzak all melting down at the same time. Today is a day of absolute fucking insanity. Even with Pudis's jacked as fuck stats, I struggle to think Pudis might be, like, as we get later in the day, I do not think Pudis can, like, solo Little Red anymore. But we're going to attempt it anyway. So once again, as we start off with, see if we can change anything. Think we have we can change anything? No, we don't. We do not have we can change anything. So we start off figuring out what the fuck red is. Red is red. Go. Red is red. Over here on Punishing Bird, what is white? Not Buddhist. Scully, what is white? White is justice. Back over here, what is attachment? Purple is instinct. Which means justice has to be purple. Okay. You're doing every upper layer suppression at once. This is what day 47 is. Day 47 is every upper suppression at once. Okay, so Dur responds well to Justice. Justice is currently white, so we do white work on Dur. Blue Star responds well to Instinct. Instinct is currently purple. So we're going to send Glasses down here because Glasses has the highest chance of this working. I should probably work on the A-lifts now. Just so I can get, like, fat energy returns before, Pod completely guts my stats. What's currently purple? Justice is currently purple. No. Alright, so that's gonna, that introduces, a fucking issue. Can I do attachment with this? No, I do instinct, right? I do white. This is white. Purple. So we send Scully in here. Scully resists black. Get rebounded on texting layers. God damn it! After all I did! After all the work I put in! And this is what you do? You relapse anyway! What's currently attachment? Justice. So we do justice for purple. send Ebris in on that. Child of the Galaxy, it doesn't matter who get, like, how this works. So we're gonna send Pootis in here to get the buff, just to get the health regen. Okay, never mind. That was actually really important. First two meltdowns, I only worked on A-lifts to maximize Keflin, which makes sense. Grandma's sad! Okay, we can do another nothing there run with, did you just get that? Or did you have that? Someone just got that gift. Fuck it, we'll send Dur back in there. Oh, it's only -6. It's not that bad. Like, it's just not. Judgy Bird, I don't really give a shit about, so I'm not going to pay attention to him right now. Child of the Galaxy. Pootis should be on his way back down. Okay, yeah, Pootis is there now. So for this, Child of the Galaxy, HMAC, we definitely want you alive. Time me out for an hour. You gotta buy, no, you gotta buy the redeem for that. So this way, HMAC can get the buff as well. Game is overtaking you a bit. That's just Lobotomy Corporation. It's just loud. Now you get nothing. Now you get nothing. Gamble. Do it. Go ahead. Gamble. Go ahead. Come on. Gamble. Do it. Coin. Right there. On your screen. Gamble. Go ahead. I will. That's good. Gamble. Put points down on either side of the coin. I'm going to flip it. Take your time. But don't take too much time. You have 5 seconds left. Good job. It's heads. Okay, so with HMAC getting the buff, I need HMAC to go back to working on Child of the Galaxy. That way Child of the Galaxy doesn't have like a fucking meltdown and kill both Pootis and HMAC. Are there any other A-lifts around here I can work with? I mean, I could work with Censored, who's currently white. White is currently purple. So purple to white, which means now we send Scully back in on that. Blue Star, purple is still white, and we want white for glasses to go in there and work on. Nothing there is getting fucking antsy, so no more working with nothing there. I forgot there were things down here. We have Firebird, today's Shylurk, and Play Powder. Firebird, everything down there, I'm going to say, is also in the safely we ignore this category. It's mainly shit up here. Like, disciplinary is where I'm really scared of things going wrong. Security, I mean, Big Bird's here, but, like, whatever. What's currently attachment? Justice. So you do black. Currently resisting black is Jebby. So we'll send Jebby there. It doesn't matter what I do with you. Who's melting down and where is the question. All right, censored is melting down. So... Bah? Is it just censored? Okay, it's just censored. So, in order to figure out what to do with censored, we need to figure out what white is currently. So we're going to send red there and white there. Not with Putis, though. White goes there. Scully, I'm going to be real. You should just, like, sit here. Okay, so red is still red. White is justice. Okay, it's still the same. Maybe. All right, so what is purple? Purple is white. Okay, so it's still the same. So for here, you do black. I don't know if black shield works. We're going to restore sanity with bullets for now, just to get you back in there. And then we're going to send you in on purple, which should be white. Correct. Scully can tank that, which should be fine. No one else is melting down anywhere. Do you have the big red button abnormality? No. Child of the Galaxy. I still want to max this out, so we're going to send HMAC back up there. Looks like everything's still the same, so Justice should be purple. Yes, everything's still the same. So for here, to get white, we need purple, which means we send glasses in there to work with the funny. Red is still red, which means Dur can go up there and work with nothing there. The goal is to energy max, basically. I want to keep Child of the Galaxy as happy as possible. But for everybody else, it's just about sending in a fuckload of people and getting as much energy as possible. I really should be executing clerks. So that way Big Bird isn't that bad. But, like, at the same time, who am I really afraid of? Red and Big Bird. All right. Glasses goes back into Blue Star. For censored, we can send Scully back in. We want white, so we do purple. Everything down here, not touching shit. It's all about juicing as much energy as possible from them before we get hit with Hod debuff. Because Hod debuff is going to fucking kill us. We could send another Dur. Send Dur back into nothing there. Minus 12 is where I'm going to call the cutoff for A-lifts. Because anything beyond that, it gets scary. I can work with 2 more abnormalities. What's the big feet tag? I got big feet. Huge feet, all right? I call them clown honkers. I put Bobo to shame with how fat my hogs are. Let's see. Who can we work with? Knight of Despair, I don't want to touch, because that buff could end up killing me. I mean, Dur is Justice. But that's still, like, that's an HE tier. We don't want HE. Preferably, I want to work with WAWs. This is Justice. Justice is currently white, so we go white here. In welfare... Currently, Dirla would be the one to work on this. All right, and now we have random work type potentially swapping, and also the bit rate's about to get fucked. Everybody, say thank you to Yesin. So, what the fuck is this? Red is still red. All right, we can no longer see Jack Fuck. And we also have a white debuff going, like a white ordeal going on. Black Fixer down here by Pootis. Anybody else anywhere in the facility? Or is it just the Black Fixer? Because if it's just black, I can manage that. Fine, 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 fine. Judgment's out. So is Dimensional Refraction variant. Red is also out. How do I deal with Dimension without getting everybody mulched is the question. All right, I can't read shit. Move everybody up there. Same as Knight or King of Greed. But where is Dimension currently? It went up. Do not go that way. Pootis is doing fine down there. All right, everybody go up a floor. Everybody go up a floor. And then also notes from a crazed researcher is melting down, but that's kind of fine, whatever. There we go. Immune. Okay, you have to hit it. There we go. Where'd it go? The issue now will be figuring out how many bullets I have left. All right, every single one of you go over here and attack the weird cloud. Never mind, it's dead. All right, everybody back to position. Hi, please top me. Welcome back. 5? We have 5 bullets left. That's manageable until next meltdown. We had to blow a lot of bullets keeping Pootis, like, fighting fit, and also just slowing down the cloud. But now that the cloud's been managed, we should be fine. So, what is red? Red is purple. Gotta increase the size of this eraser by 700 metric fuckload. Red is purple. All right, so what is purple? Not you. Purple is red. Good, easy to remember. Purple is red. So because of that, this is a freebie no matter what because we're already bonded with HMAC. So what is white? White is justice. Which means justice is red. No, because purple's red. Justice is white. That'll make it hard to work on censored, I think. But I think censored also responds well to attachment work. Unless I'm crazy. But I'm pretty sure censored responds okay to attachment work, too. It does not. It does not respond well to attachment work. But, back to the basics. Purple is red. We can send into nothing there. That's red. White is currently justice. So for that, we can send in glasses. For Big Bird, red is currently attachment. So we send in Jebby to Big Bird. Censored now poses an issue of I don't know how to work with it without getting mulched. So I'm taking the high road and not working with it. Hi, what's up? If you're new to my streams, or like if you're here from the Scuffathon, usually for like Lobotomy Corporation, I don't really talk to you all that much. I kind of just vocalize the fuck out of my thought process. Because there's a lot going on in this game now, and this is like the hardest shit ever. All right, punishing bird is out. This means nothing. Having some more WAWs to work on would be nice, but it's whatever. Red is purple. Justice is currently white. And for that, we want someone in welfare, aka Deerla, to work on Snow White's apple. For censored, can't touch it. Because it has no justice work. Dreaming Current responds well to instinct. Or, you know, this one, the red one. Fortitude, whatever the fuck that is. Which means we send an attachment work in there. It does white damage, and I mean, obviously, Durfrogel, hyper resists white. So that's good because of blue star. For little red, she responds best to, like, red work, which is this. So we can't do that. Or no, she also responds well to white. So we do justice instead. That lowers the counter by 1 on Child of the Galaxy. So we send HMAC back up there to raise that up another level. Judgment Bird, I forget. I don't think he responds well to justice. He responds, I think, best to instinct, which is white. So to get white, we need justice anyway. So, I mean, it kind of works out all in all. But he does pale, and that's the big problem. He is a WAW, but I mean, so is Firebird. You execute a random clerk for me. So back into red, we want justice. The hard part's gonna be remembering what all the fixers do. Red is currently purple, so we send Jebby in on that.
The horror.
Child of the Galaxy is not happy because I sent our dear Putis into a different containment. We have a meltdown going on. Who's melting down and where? Can of Well Cheers is melting down. Dimensional Refraction variant is melting down. We have White Noon coming up. Okay, so what is red? You go there and work on red. You go there and work on white. So white is currently justice. Good. Red is still purple. I think everything's the same. Just to be certain, you go here and do purple. As for refraction variant, what type of work did it respond best to? Was it white? Insight, so white. So we want justice. Provided this is still all working. Yes, okay, good. This makes Child of the Galaxy unhappy, but HMAC's already up there working with Child, so that's fine. Nobody else is melting down in the entire facility, to my knowledge, which is good. The stat debuffs have hit, though. You can see it through, like, the Yesid, like, filter. Everybody has minus stats now. Not you. Yeah, minus 50 to all. Anything above an HE is now a massive risk. So, we have to go HEs. White for Durfrog. Alan can work on that. Snow Queen responds best to white. She also does white. Funeral of Dead Butterflies likes justice. Thankfully, everybody's stats being massively tanked means anybody can kind of go anywhere. Hang on, I need to give my mother my Amazon login. All right, there we go. Red agents on death effect is way more likely to murder people, so area for that needs to be cleared. All right, Snow Queen, we need more white on, which is justice. You seem to tank that pretty well, so get back in there. Child of the Galaxy is a freebie, no matter, like, fucking what, usually. So, HMAC, get in there. With Pootis' stats, like, Pootis was the jacked agent of all time. So I want to see how Pootis handles working with red. You have night vision goggles now. All right, Pootis can handle working with red pretty okay, it looks like. Aelifs are off the menu. Letitia responds best to attachment, which is red. Big Bird responds best to attachment. Let's see how Jebby handles a WoW. Jebby is also pretty stacked in terms of stats. So that should be okay-ish. HMAC, go back up there. Alright, Scully's managing pretty okay. Jebby is also managing Big Bird well enough. The OG Aleph squad might be able to handle the WoWs. Well, fun fact, you're in the fucking Aleph squad. Question is, what WoWs could you handle? Because they're all kind of spread out. Firebird's down there, but I mean, meh. I don't know what Judgment responds to. In terms of Dreaming Current, he responds best to red, which is purple. It's Smiling Bodies, right? Yes. You click on me for a sec. There. All right. So you can handle Dreaming Current. I can take a run at Blue Star. I don't think so. But I'm willing to bet it all because I'm a gambling man. So try it. See what happens. You're dead. You're dead. That's a restart. Who was that again? That was Glasses. Such is the day. Such is a day in the life of day 47. Again, core suppression. All right, what is what? Red is purple. All right, don't need to change that. What is white? White is 47, not 47. White is justice. That's still true. Okay, good. So what is purple? Is purple red? Purple is red, which means justice is white. So, Pootis, get your buff from the boy. What is white? White is currently justice. So Glasses goes in here. Red is currently purple, which means Frogel goes in there. Justice is currently white, so no one can work on censored. Check censored work types. No one can work on censored. Blue Star, we send white back into. It's good work. No one can do white, no one can do white. No one can do white uncensored because I have to select justice to do that. And you can't select justice uncensored because it's currently the gamble option. And it will always be the gamble option. All right, over here, HMAC, work with child. Pootis now goes all the way down here. Nothing there. Responds best to red. So we send purple in to work with that. We need to energy max and also keep the child happy so he doesn't just insta-kill my good agents. Snow White's apple responds to justice. We want white. Right? Yeah, justice. And also someone who resists black, which is Deerla. Down here in the hole, red responds to white, so we send Pootis in here. This makes Child of the Galaxy mildly unhappy. So you go up there and work with that. Red is still attachment, so Jebby can work on Big Bird with no issue. And now we're about to get a debuff of some kind. Because Clyfa 1 is on the horizon. I'm going to send HMAC back into Child because it doesn't matter. So red should be purple. Red is still purple. Who is melting down and where? Forsaken Murderer is melting down. I don't want to lose energy, so I have to send someone to work on this. Purple is red. None of the debuffs have changed. Work types are still all what I have listed in my document, which means nothing there currently responds best to purple. Blue Star responds best to Justice. Big Bird currently responds best to Instinct. Child of the Galaxy is a freebie no matter what. How's it going? Bad. Snow White's Apple currently responds best to Instinct or Insight. I don't touch Silent Orchestra with a 10-foot pole unless I have to. Nothing there responds best to Attachment currently. Any deaths? We had to restart once. Because Glasses looked directly into the maw of Blue Star and said, I can do it, whenever they could, in fact, not do it. Child of the Galaxy. Big Bird responds best to red still. Still can't work on censored. Can, however, send someone in here to work with Little Red, which is Pootis. Back to Child of the Galaxy for a refresh. That's what I'm saying, nothing there. You'll work with the Dreaming Current. Give us another go-around on Little Red. Back to Child of the Galaxy. We've got one more work before the dawn happens. To mitigate this going absolutely bad, I'm going to send HMAC back into Child of the Galaxy because no matter what, Child of the Galaxy's pretty fucking free. So red is now purple. Red's always been purple. Who's our first fixer? Our first fixer is white. Personally, I don't mind white. Like, white's pretty easy to manage, all things considered. Because with white, it's just basically do not get smacked. And then also avoid the giant like laser. Let's leave it up. Should all that happen, it's whatever. which I'm fine with. Red and black with hot. Again, I'm kind of banking on Pootis being an unstoppable monster, more so than anything. All right, everybody currently convene down here. You slow down. Again, you slow down. If things get too dicey, we just call in the rabbits. All right, here she comes. She went all the way up. Huge. Oh, everybody stop attacking. Stop attacking. All right, stop attacking. There. All right, everybody go back to where you should be. We gotta get Pootis back, too. Wherever Pootis is. Oh, hey, look, there's Pootis. And Pootis needs to remain on vigil. We still have stats, which is big. Red is purple. Since nothing is melting down right now, we don't need to fight against the clock. I'm going to make sure everybody's still the same. So if white is justice, then that's good. I'm going to milk as much energy as I can out of Child of the Galaxy, because this is a freebie no matter what. So white should be justice, and this is also a better source of energy than if I try to do, like, one sin or, like, bird. Okay, no. White is white. All right, white is white. Purple is justice. Maybe color code this. Purple is justice, which means justice is red. This means that we can finally go back to working on censored. So we can send Scully down here to work on censored. Over here, we send Durr to work on nothing there because justice is currently red. Blue Star, we send Glasses in to work with, because, again, we have not been hit with stat debuffs yet. Child of the Galaxy is kept happy and safe inside the the holding cell. That's good. Scully, remain on standby in the hallway. Back here to Durr. Durr does justice. On nothing there. Scully is slowly healing. We send Glasses back in to do another round with Blue Star. Now that we've reached the halfway point on energy, I throw you all into ads because it's been an hour. No more scary music. Okay, so the main issue is definitely going to be the noon, because at the noon, we run into major problems if we get in, like, the problem we run into there is if it's red and black. Red and black are the worst case scenarios. Pale damage fixer is also not that good, because by the time we get noon, we're getting hat stat cuts. No matter what, noon's gonna be a pain in the ass. But if we play our cards right and also get, like, you know, enough of a headway, noon might also be our last ordeal if we can get a late dusk. If we can get a late dusk, Pale can't show up until dusk. So we're definitely, okay, so we're dealing with red and black. So, if we can push dusk back as far as we possibly can, maybe, like, maybe, if we're lucky, we get a maybe here. Because as long as we take that out of the way, we're good. Yeah, because Clyphos 6 is where we just want to end. We don't want to go above that. The upper Sephira Meltdown are truly, like, the most hellish. Like, middle Sephira, also not exactly the best, but I mean, what do we have to deal with? Tiffs is basically a non-issue. Gebera is Gebera. That's its own thing entirely. And then Chesed. Chesed is the big fucking of the middle, because that double damage type shit is what's really going to put me through the ringer. Tiff doesn't do anything. Like, Tiff literally does nothing during this, like, during the final days. Tiff is just there. And then lower can be an issue. Chesed turns off once Geb shows up. Okay, that's easy then. Tiff doesn't make you go to Clyphos 10? I mean, probably, but even then, whatever. Because, all right, because as we've seen, killing Geb skips there. All right, because the victory condition for middle is just kill Geb. But also, as we've seen, no matter what, I'm pretty sure Pootis can just solo any Midnight. Because Pootis could solo Pale Midnight. Like, what was it? Purple. No, Pootis can solo, like, Purple Midnight. Which is kind of insane. With some, like, proper bullet support, yeah, Pootis just solos a Midnight. Even the white Midnight. I'm pretty sure Pootis can solo a Claw with enough actual support. Killing Bina on day 49 can skip Hawkma's Clyphos 10 requirement. So, question. On the day 49, whenever we fight Bina, does that disable Hawkma's Meltdown, or do we still have to deal with the no pausing? I've reached Love Town. Good. Smile. Okay, so we still have to deal with Hawkma. Not that bad, all things considered. I just gotta be on my toes. Back to it. We have glasses going there. Scully can now work uncensored again. Milky still hasn't paid me any child support, and you're not fucking getting it! It's my money!
I need to support the biggest child, which is me. I'll have to buy more diapers.
Okay, now that I've gotten that out of my system. Hi, Milky.
Hi.
So Jebby needs to go back into Big Bird because now we've reached -12 on every A-lift, which means that working on A-lifts is now, like, I'm gonna call it too risky. Red is red. Red will work with white. We don't touch Silent Orchestra. And then over here, we need Justice, which is purple. So we send Deerla in on that. Once we get to the next Clyfa meltdown, then we have to deal with the Hod stat nerf. And then we entirely cut off A-lifts. Okay, what's the worst sound you're physically capable of? Call that wet baby noises. Pain. You got it. This one's for you.
Cream gravy.
Jesus. Pain! What? Someone redeemed Pain. Oh yeah, if you're new here, hi. I have a reward. It's once per stream. There is a reward called Pain. Whenever someone redeems Pain, I play a loud fucking noise. That's it. And then I randomize the cost of Pain. The new cost of Pain, for instance. Oh, you all. You fucking... Oh, you don't know. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so please take a look at Pain. Please take a look at Pain. I never thought I would see this. That is the new cost of Pain. It's under 10K. It's 7.5. It's cheap as dirt. Why'd you give me 5 subs? Thanks, but like, why? Trust me. I'm making a lot of money this month. Like, a lot of money. A lot more than I thought I would ever make, like, in a month on Twitch. Hi, am I dead? No, you're still alive. I'm pretty sure you're the captain of welfare. It is not TV time. Does that mean you can afford the soda concrete? No, that's still out of my price range. Milky doing a subathon. I'm not. It's just people have come here, like, post the scuffathon and just given me a lot of money. Like, full disclosure, this month I'm earning, like, 633 bucks. Which, like, for the most part, that's, like, not that much. Compared to, like, a bunch of bigger streamers. Like, for me, that's a lot of money. Like, that's a lot of money. Usually I earn, like, 400. Like, yeah, usually I earn, like, 350 to, like, 400 bucks a month from streaming. Alright, we send you back in there, Pootis, to work with Red. This is gonna piss off Child 2 times. No, not you. So we send HMAC up there. Let's all go to the next Limbus banner. You don't roll in Limbus. You don't roll the gotcha in Limbus. Walpurg isn't until, like, 3 months from now. Minimum. We can't send anybody in anywhere to work on anything else. We have 2 meltdowns coming up. Capstone Honglu. Yeah, I got 400 shards saved up. I'm just waiting for him to be shardable. How we feeling? I want to see the skills. All right, red is purple. That's still the same. Now Hod's meltdown kicks into effect. Beauty and the Beast, I don't care about, but I also need to work with it. Naked Nest. Fuck. I can't work with Naked Nest. Best I can do is prevent Beauty and the Beast from doing any, like, major harm by just working with it. Need to care about every meltdown, but I can't work with Naked Nest. If I work with Naked Nest, someone's going to die. What A-lifts are in this facility? We got Silent Orchestra, we got Censored, we got Nothing There, and we got Blue Star. These are our A-lifts. These are the facts. With the stat nerf, everything becomes a lot scarier. Because even down here, like Octavian might be able to take on Naked Nest. But even then, huge maybe. Because we want red. Like, no matter what, we want to hit red, which is justice. But even then, it's a gamble. We're willing to gamble on it. We kind of have to. Because we can't afford energy loss. So we just have to gamble and hope that this works. We're lucky that Octavian is in A-lift gear. Having, like, an A-lift agent in every, like, department. Definitely a good call from my own past self. Good job, past me. All right. Good work result. That's pretty low in terms of getting infected. It's Twitch streamer, MilkyTheSquid. He got it. I don't think he got it. Oh my god, Kitty Love. Oh my god, guys. Check out this kawaii emote. Desu. Sugoi desu. Massive chungus desu. Alright, yeah. None of the work types have changed. Because red is still purple. White should still be white. We can test this with Putis. Yes, white is still white, which is good. Jebby can work with Big Bird. Because red is still purple. And then up here, purple should be Justice. Yes, which means Justice is still red. You are real.
I am real. I am a boy. Listen to me move my joints, Papa. I can fly.
Okay, yeah. Jebby can still work with Big Bird, which is a good sign. And Putis can still work with red. But this is also because Putis is our most jacked employee ever. Stop casting 1,000 monkeys. It's my spell. I've been practicing it. It's mine to do with as I please. I want monkeys. Why did you give out 50 fucking gift subs? That's a lot of money. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Thank you. I feel weird now. I'm just a small little uwu bean. I'm not worthy of your big bulgy wulgy wallet. I love you. I love you, vocal box. I love you, vocal cords. Thank you for allowing me to string together words in any fashion I so please. I mean, I could probably work on Snow White's apple. I don't want to risk it, though, because if I fuck that up, Snow White gets out. And that's an issue because... Can someone ungift subs? Never. Never. That's permanent. That's permanent. If you got a gift sub, you have to stay sub forever now. Dims do rules. All right, so censored, totally off limits. With halved stats, Aleph are off the menu. So, Snow White responds best to justice. You heavily resist black damage, so gonna send you in there. Do your best. Don't fuck this up. Who's calling me? Why is it... Shut the fuck up. This is bad. This is really bad. It's not a guaranteed she gets out on a maybe. We're good. All right, so over here, we want justice because you respond best to physical confrontation, beating the piss out of each other. All right, we've kind of pushed the limit with wows as much as possible. So we send Jebby in there to get going. Yeah, we're not touching Snow White's apple anymore because, that was too close for me to say, yippee. I was kind of going, you know, oh, fuck that entire time. So, definitely not doing that anymore. Ain't doing that one, no sure, Bobby. If we fuck up working on Little Red, it's kind of whatever. Even with reduced stats, we're wearing Aleph gear, so, like, we can tank a couple of hits. Pootis can probably still manage, fucking over Little Red. Okay, I think we're about one work away from a Clyfa meltdown. So, to prep everybody... We're gonna move everyone into right here in information. This way, no one gets caught off guard. From wherever black or red is. And I mean, depending on where black is, like if they both enter the same area, I'm just gonna call Rabbit. Like no matter what, if they're in the same area together, I'm calling Rabbit. Even if that puts us to having to do like a white midnight, or like pushes us to like white dusk, still gonna do it. Just because reduced stats puts a lot of these agents at a very real risk of getting mulched. So justice is what we want to do here. Justice is red. That's still true. All right, where are we working? What are we working with and where are we working with it? We should have red and black somewhere. White died there. Oh, never mind. I lied. I didn't see that we weren't doing the thing yet. We weren't doing meltdowns yet. Or we weren't doing noon yet. We were doing meltdowns. False alarm, everybody! Alright, so white should still be white, so glasses go in there. Down here, we want red, so justice. Yeah, false alarm, everybody. I fucked that up. Don't you chiptune me. Okay, no, justice is justice. I didn't see what white was. Everybody fall back. False alarm. All right, so what is red? Red is white. So, if red is white, we want everybody to kind of work with Child of the Galaxy to figure out work types. Because this way we can maximize how much energy we get, because Child of the Galaxy is a freebie. And we're not under any time constraints, because we solved both meltdowns before they became a problem. So what is white? White is red. Get rid of that. White is red, which means purple is purple. Purple is purple. Are we all day yet? We're fucking getting there. So, let's see if Jebby can handle working on Big Bird still. Because Jebby should be able to manage that. With red being white, we send Pootis in to work with Little Red. Jebby can still manage Big Bird, which is Big Bird. However, now we have Netzak's meltdown to work with, which is an issue, because this is going to be a pain in the ass. There are VODs this playthrough. There are. Classes has done her damnedest to maintain every single day. Not missing one. Yeah, we no longer heal without Clyfa. Which, as you can see, might turn out to be an issue. But as long as people can do their work, we should be okay. Because purple is purple. Blue star is off limits. Can you SP HP ultimate? No, it does not work. Like, for instance, watch this. Pootis. I shot him with an SP bullet. It does nothing. HP bullet. Nothing. It's only Clypha. Anything else does not heal. Dimension Refraction variant does white damage. Red does red. We have a bit more sanity to work with, so I'm going to send Pootis into Dimension. Because it also does not have the negative that red does. Alright, we send HMAC back up to Child. Dreaming Current. Durr can absolutely tank another hit on that. All right, we send Pootis in to work with red. We send Jebby in to work with the bird. HMAC works with the boy. We don't touch Snow White's apple. No matter what, that one's a no-go. All right. Pootis goes back in here to work with that. We are one Clypha away from a meltdown. And this one is actually a fight. So this time I group up everybody that I can. Right here. May I pet the bird? Big bird? Yes. And then we get everybody from the lower levels and group them up right there. Ideally, everybody is in one department. Ideally, I can get red and black in one department and then just call the rabbits on them and then completely ignore anything else. I don't think there's anybody else that's a straggler. Like, you're just falling behind, but you're coming. Okay, now. White with red. White to red. We now have new fixers. Black is in history. Red is down there. I'm going to say that if Silent Orchestra gets out, that's a major blow to everything. Don't know what to do now. I think I just call the rabbits in. I think I call the rabbits in on records. Honestly, 2 rabbits. But now that causes everything to go nuts. I don't think there's a way I salvage this. Yeah, there's no way I salvage this. We need black first. If we can get black first, that's so much better than getting him in the midday. Because if we get black midday, with our reduced stats, we're not gonna fucking be able to clear any department. Because if he hits a department that has Aleph in it, we're fucked. No one can solve that meltdown. Whereas, if he hits a department like architecture, if like Firebird, we can manage Firebird. Firebird is, we can do that if we're like at reduced stats. But like if he hits fucking like disciplinary, no way. Extraction is also doable just because POTUS can fight off everything in extraction. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to strategize. I need to strategize. I need strategical piss. Which one of these says bathroom? Bathroom. 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 Oh, right, I forgot. Lobotomy Corporation just stops playing music whenever you tab out. Gamers, I'm gonna be real. This husky ain't exactly feeling so musky. but I gotta do it anyway. Okay, so let's figure this shit out immediately. Pootis, go work with Child of the Galaxy. Red is white. I don't have to change that. Cool. So because we know red is white, we can go ahead and send glasses down here immediately. So what is white? White is red. I don't have to change that either. And because we know white is red, Frogel can go work on nothing there. So what is purple? Purple is purple, and justice is justice. Hi, Milky. Ah. So we know red is white. Big day for workers. Purple is purple, means we can actually work on sensor. Oh yeah, no, sensor responds best to white. And then white is red, which means Dur can go up there. One of the rooms is staticky. Yeah, this one. That's just 1.76 megahertz. All right, we want to try and get as much out of the A-lifts as possible before we can't work on them anymore. Glasses are doing great in there. I want to build up Child of the Galaxy too. Nothing there I don't want to fuck with too much. There we go. Good result with Blue Star. More boxes to work with. So for censored, another round for Scully. These are all of the A-lifts, and I don't want to work with Silent Orchestra because it's Silent Orchestra. I'm sure you understand. All right, another work with Child to max out Child. We send Jebby in to work with the bird. And I do not think work types change yet. So let's send Pootis in to work with red. This puts us at Clyfa Meltdown level 1, and of course it's the Naked Nest. Naked Nest responds best to Instinct, I believe. Yes. So we send in Octavian on that. Now, if we're lucky, we are about to get the Black Fixer. Red is white. All right, Naked Nest got a good work result, so we should be fine. Or nothing there. White is red. Again, with any form of luck. Fuck. Hold still. Alright, get back in there. And what gear you have on hand? It's not. Like, in this current case, I want Black Fixer first, because then I can manage the meltdowns and Black will never show up again. Because if I wait and get Black Fixer at noon, then my stats will be too lowered from HOD to do anything. Because then if Black Fixer dies and I have to manage the meltdown of like all of like an Aleph or something, I'm just fucked. That is the GG no re of this facility. So we have to have Black first. Good. Red is white. Could try censored again. I feel like I kind of have to try censored again. I'll push 16. I won't push it farther than 16. Like, minus 18. That's as low as I'll, like... That's as low as I'll go. Anything else feels like it's not worth it. Who resists white the most here? Emilio. And then we have a fixer showing up. I will send Jebby in to work with the bird. Purple is purple. Okay, where is the fixer and who do we have? We have Black in central. Doable. Doable. That's fucking doable. Okay. So, now we have to very quickly figure out what every work type is. Or if they've changed. For instance, is red still white? No, red is justice. Bye. Have fun at work. So from here, we can send Dirla in to quell the apple. Behavior adjustment. I forget what this does. So we're gonna cheat. Behavior adjustment. Okay, so I just need to have someone hold it for 30 seconds. Mito, go hold that. For Void Dream, we're going to go ahead and just throw a random person in there on attachment work. Attachment is white. And so because attachment is white, we can now fix censored. And there we go. Bada bingus, bada bungus. Nobody's dead. No abnormality is escaping. We are fine. We can continue to abuse the increased stats for now. Until Hod comes through and fucks everything up. So, we know red is justice and white is red. Or no. We know attachment is white. So what is white? HMAC, if you be so kind, white is red. Which means justice is attachment. Oh, notepad. My beloved notepad. Okay, so because of that, we know that attachment is what we send here. Over on nothing there, we know that white is what we send in. Over on censored, we know that again, attachment is what we send in here. Now it's about getting as much energy from the A-lifts as possible. Which abnormality is fucking with us today? None of them. That's just Yesid. Yesid is doing that because Yesid hates me. Where's Pudis? Pudis, come down here. Up here, that is white. Down here, white is red. And then Scully needs to heal up fully. Let's screen 240p. Yes, it. Is he also causing a random test on screen to appear? I think so, yes. And then you do this for white work. Holy shit, you made Blue Star happy. I didn't know Blue Star could be happy. No matter what, remember, we don't push it further than 16. It's like we'll push it again one more time, but that's it. White is red. Attachment is white. And then down here for censored, attachment is white. This will be as far as we can push any of the A-lifts. 20, 23, and 21. So, for Big Bird, justice is what we want. Can't do attachment there. Can do attachment there. Pretty sure fortitude also works for red. So if we send pattern in on white, that should also work. All right, now we've got a meltdown coming in. And so I will send HMAC back up to child. Red is still justice. That's correct. Who's melting down and where? The box is melting down. And murderer is melting down. Murderer needs white. Also gotta go ahead and return behavior adjustment because it has been much longer than 30 seconds. Very good pace for energy. Yep. So, nothing has changed. So, this should still be white. I am correct. Justice is attachment. That makes Child of the Galaxy upset because we worked on something. One of his friends worked on something. Dreaming Current wants red. We can still work on wows. It just needs to be, like, sparingly. Child of the Galaxy needs to be happy. Alright, you need red. You need white. You need red. So we have white and red fixer to deal with on noon. Honestly, I'm not too bent out of shape about white. White is like nothing. White is easily manageable as long as she doesn't do her big fucking beam blast. Because that's just kind of going in and out. That's doing the motions. Jabby. Get to it. These are all minus 12. White is red. And we are about to melt down. We're about to noon. I'm gonna noon. What? I'm shitting. I wish I knew how much energy I had left to get. Sure, get up there. Anybody else that I'm missing? It doesn't look like it. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's everybody. Work types should also be changing now. Where are they? Where are they? All right, red is in discipline. White is somewhere. White's right there, going to welfare. All right, we need everybody to, like, elevator cheese the fuck out of this. It's gonna be an uphill battle, gang. But also, hey, if everything goes well enough, hopefully they both just meet up in welfare. Or, you know, somewhere. And then I can just fucking... I can send in the rabbits. Where is she? She's in architecture. Holly Brown's working for energy tank. I think it'll be fine. All right, red's coming back. Because I'm pretty sure that the rabbits would refund their cost at this kind at White Noon. Like, I think if they take care of White Noon, they essentially just kind of refund their cost. If not, then I'm losing out on the tiny bit of energy. Let's see if Justice is still attachment. It's not. Uh-oh. All right, red's right there. White is coming up. Wow. Wow. That worked. All right, now for red. Also, I should go ahead and mark this down. That purple is red. We need you. I would love for you to come back to discipline. Like that. Good. Because ideally, we fuck him up in the elevator. And then once we do that, we just immediately run behind him. Go, 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 go. I don't think anybody died from that. All right, everybody back to where you should be. So, we know that purple is red. What is red, then? Red is purple. Red is purple. So because of that, we know that over here, we can send Dur over with purple work. No, because purple is justice. I got that wrong. Well, even then, Dur resists damage enough to where this shouldn't be a problem. So red is purple. Purple is blue. So what is white? Yeah, that's a middle of the road result. You don't breach on a middle. You might get a lowered Clypha. What is this? What did I do here? Do white? I think I did white. White is white. Also, there's ads. It's time for ads. It's ads time, not bathroom time. It's ads time, baby. Okay, so look. Look, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this. We are hitting the point to where the end of the day is looking correct and real. Truth and real. Jinxing it. No, we're not. We're winning. It's literally the home stretch. It's like clearing day 47 is a huge fucking hurdle. Because day 47 is the hard day. And the hard day sucks ass. Like, even if this doesn't work out, we made it past the hard day. Hande is the biggest hurdle, I would say, in the very finale. I would much rather fight Gebera than I would have to deal with halved stats. Because stats matter so much. They matter so much. White work is white work. That's good, because that means that justice is red. What about Venus? What about Venus? What do you know about Venus, huh? You have for hauling this capstone to break rupture even further. I do want to see what it does, because I'm pretty sure they did say during one of the live streams that, like, Hong Lu's, entire kit would revolve kind of like around how Ascendant Dawn, or, like, not Dawn, but, Sancho worked. Like, you know, Manager Dawn, in that the more, like, blood fiends Manager Dawn had, the stronger her skills got. So I'm pretty sure it would be, like... Yeah. Capstone Hong Lu would work off of how many Hei shows you have. And the more Hei shows you have, the stupid fuck... Like, the more powerful Hong Lu's skills get. Now. Let's bring it home. So if white is white, then that means that down here... Where's Pootis? Pootis can work with Dimension Refraction Variant. No problem. And in terms of this, red is attachment. Which means Jebby can work with Big Bird, no problem. Makes a petting like no problem. Which ID is Vine Sauce-ish? You're gonna need to elaborate a little bit more on that. So over here, Justice is the one we want for Dreaming Current. All right, Jebby managed that real good. Send Jebby back in on that. White is white. Pootis. Someone did die. Wait, no, they didn't. Holy fuck, no one died to red. Someone got real close to dying from red. But they didn't. Holy fuck. Someone got real close to getting, like, eating shit. They're here to... It's you, Yin Yang! It is you! You survived with 1 HP! Holy shit! My god! It does not get closer than that. Alright, Pootis, we're gonna have you, like, stationed just right here. Pootis can take us home. Yeah, that wing definitely saved you. The APOC bird wing remains, the thing. Alright, Pootis, you can just take us home now. With all that gear on Pootis, as well as the jacked stats, Pootis can just sit down here in extraction and bring it all home. back. It also helps because we can alternate damage types here from taking red and then white damage. Let's see, how's Jebby doing? Jebby's doing fine. Red is currently purple. Any other wows? We can send, Frog can tank another one of these, because Justice is red. And then for Pootis, white is still white. I think someone just died. Pootis is dead. Pootis is dead. Child. Child. Yeah, that means H-Mac's dead too. Nice going, Dingus. Yep. We were close. We were real close. We were real close. We were. We were right there. Well, as always. Now we gotta hope that we get Black Fixer again. Alright, only H-Mac is working with this time with Tron of the Galaxy. Just because, again, Child is like free. Red is red. White is purple. Which means purple is... Purple is white. Which means justice is just justice. Okay, so purple is white. And what is red? Red is red. That's good. Also gonna grab Scully and just position you down here forever. Because again, purple's white. Alright, now we farm the A-lifts. Am I alive? Probably. I feel like you feel like a central person to me. Yeah, so you're right there. Here's the thing. I usually play this game like how I play Fire Emblem. In that, like, once you're in the facility, unless you're, like, literally a new hire, I'm probably just gonna reset the day if you die. Am I alive? Yes. Nox, you already asked if you were alive, I'm pretty sure. Because you're in Central, too. Somewhere. I lied. I think you're up top. I asked that. Someone asked. What fucking department were you in? Not that one, 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 not that one. You're not in any department. Are you sure you've been in the facility this run? Purple is white. Where am I? Ebris, you're right there. I got the wing. Weird. You should be a central person. Alright, red is still red. Purple is white. How are you? Healed up? Good. Blue stars at minus 18. We can't push that any further. What gear do I have? You have Justicia. I think it was information. Well, you're not in information now. Because that's everybody in information. Seeker, Pen, Scully, not Scully, Magnolia, Yin Yang, and Jay. Alright, that's minus 18. You need to heal up and then go for censored again. For Big Bird, we need white. Let's see. For dreaming, we need red. For the basement, we need Pudis to just go stand there. Oh my god, it's Punishing Bird! White is the one for you. Attachment is the one for you. First meltdown. The one that's melting down is Santa. Santa likes white. It also deals white. So, Collective, get in there. I bet I can kill the bird before it opens its mouth. I do too. I don't think work types have changed. They have not, because red is still red, purple's still white. Because red's still red, I now know that you can go there, and you can go there. And that means white should still be attachment. Yep. We have Dawn coming up. With luck, we hit the 33% and we get Black Fixer. Censored. Censored. Big C dog. Red is red. Purple is white. We push this to -18 and then we stop. For dreaming, red is red. This is good. For this, Scully needs to heal. Oh, hey, Scully, nice. What's it even do? Plus 10 SP! Look at you! All censored up. And for nothing there, we send Durr back in. All right, so that's a lot of people at -18, but we're already almost back at 600. Which is a pretty good way to start the day. Big Bird is white. Now we go to working on the wows. So for Pootis, that would be working over here. We can't really work on red. I mean, we can work on red because we can have red on red. And that puts us at 1 before Meltdown. And the Meltdown will change what work types we have, I'm pretty sure. So for instance, red is now red. All right, so it probably changes after this. First fixer, who do we have? We have Pootis. That's Scully. We have red fixer. We could keep it going and potentially gamble on where black is. Because the thing is that if black spawns up here, this is free. If black is over here, this is also manageable. Not preferred, but manageable. If black spawns here, free. If black spawns on the upper layer, free. If black spawns on the bottom layer, bad. If black spawns in welfare, free. If black spawns in records, bad. Architecture, free. Extraction, not preferred, but manageable. Disciplinary, dead. Basically any Aleph. Wherever an Aleph is, if black is there, we're fucked. But anywhere else, we can manage that. All right, everybody go there. You all go down and around. All right, he went up. Which means I'm going to need to move people down. So that way they don't get lasered. As he's like, you know, munching on some sick clerk. as he's stomping turts. All right, so now he's down. We move up. Here he comes. Or not. I lied. If he goes down, that's kind of preferred. Okay, that's preferred. Because now he has to go all the way down through architecture. And then he'll be there. And then we can just mulch the fuck out of him. This is where it gets dicey, folks. Confrontation is brewing. Never mind, he's leaving. Okay, we reposition to that elevator. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's in the elevator. This is bad. This is bad. All right, so watch as all of these employees die. Any deaths? Good question. Someone's hurt. People are hurt. No one's dead. All right. Everybody go back to where you came from. Go, my lemmings. We still have NetZac not enabled so far, so we can heal now too, which is good. Is this the run? Probably not, because we didn't get black first. Ah! I stretched. Black is preferred to get first, just so we can get that out of the way and then manage any meltdowns, even if they're ALIFs. Now, we're essentially relying on RNG to have black not spawn in a department that has an ALIF. Like anywhere else, manageable. No, I don't want you, Hal. I just want Scully. Okay, so HMAC. You're not HMAC. HMAC. Go check that out. So, red is now justice. Red is justice. I have no idea how I managed this. I have no idea how I haven't, like, bit through my, like, lower gum yet. Alright, all of welfare also go back to where you belong. So, beyond that, what is white? White is red. All right. We're learning. Yeah, everyone's alive. No one's dead. That's kind of huge. Kind of large. Very massive, like me. Absolutely rotund. Once I spawned in the new, I paused and sent red after the further... fixer, while my death ball went for the closer one. I see the vision. I do. Alright, so what's purple? Purple is purple. That's good, because now we know that justice is white. This, however, is bad, because now this means we cannot work with censored. Which means we're going to be falling far behind in energy. We do know, however, that white is red. We know this. The damn shame I can't work on censor. I could risk it and go for fortitudes, but that's like not worth it. All right, blue star, we go justice again. And this should be white. That's good. We have, like, basically infinite SP because of the blue star, like, suit. We're at about half. Killing the noon gets us a lot of energy as well. You probably meant to be pixelated like that. Yes. That's currently one of the fun and wacky debuffs we have to deal with during this segment of the video game. All right, once again, we send glasses in there. We'll push it to -18. White is red. And now we just kind of have to wing it. So attachment is still attachment. We can go ahead and fix Big Bird up. So that way Big Bird's not as pissed. Next meltdown, though, we do get hit with the stat nerf. And the stat nerf is going to be the big one. That's going to be the one that hurts. We're dreaming Krant. White is red. Down here, justice is white. I can send Pootis in to work on that without any fear that Pootis will get, like, Child of the Galaxied. Everything's looking good. Justice on red. Justice on... No, not the fish. The fish likes it when you punch it. So punch the fish. Skin prophecy is melting down. Right, I can't look at anything anymore. Skin prophecy. This is where we cheat. Become more vulnerable to white damage. An employee who panics after reading this book will perish immediately. Okay, so Ultra, you love the skin prophecy. Go give it a read. Judgment Bird is melting down, and that one's balls. Judgment Bird likes it whenever you think about it, whenever you sweep the floor in there. So provided the work types haven't changed, Pootis, you resist pale. Work types have not changed. Even if we get hit, With reduced stats, this is actually more beneficial for us. Because now, like, look, that's 3 damage. That's not that bad. All right, now we're kind of locked into only working on, like, wows. Because A-lifts come with them a stupid amount of stat requirements that are like, oh, if you don't meet the check, you just immediately explode. Die? And I don't want to explode die. So now we just work on the wows. All work types are still the same. We need to punch the shark. Buddhist, do justice on bird. That's fine. You tank these every single day. This is fine. This is fine. Go work with red. Over here, we need you to work there. What day is this? 47. Big bird for Jebby. You're a big bird. Are you? I'm not touching naked nest with a 60-foot fucking pole. All right, Pootis once again has night vision goggles. I don't know what that does, but Pootis has night vision goggles. Another ego gift to the fucking pile, I guess. All right, now go work with the bird. It's one of the worst debuffs, or can it get much worse? No, no, we are suffering currently from a much worse debuff that you just can't see because of the HUD. The HUD is actually one of the easiest. As long as you know what all of your abnormalities do and how to manage them, it's literally fucking nothing. Like, the most damning debuff right now is this one, is HOD. HOD cuts every stat by 50. Which means currently, all of my employees who are supposed to be really good at doing things aren't that good at doing things, and currently also suck. What does this meltdown do, actually? Define. All right, Pootis, go in there. We can work on dreaming. And then for Dimension, we're gonna placate Child. We don't have to placate Child. You are not buffed by Child. Only HMAC is buffed by Child. HMAC is our guinea pig who tests the waters to see what is what. All right, we send good old fucking Pattern. Pattern goes in here. This way we can see what to manage. What is melting down and where? There should be 2 of them.
Beauty and the Beast and the Portrait of Another World. Oh my goody goody.
right, so Astro, you're going to go use the portrait. Figure out what's going on there. And then Beauty and the Beast, we can go ahead and just send, like, fucking glasses in on that. See what Fortitude becomes. So Fortitude is now purple. Red is purple. Good to know. What is white? White is white. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Easy. Simple to remember. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. As long as I don't lose energy from it, who give a shit? All right, so white is white. We know this. But this begs the question of what is purple. Purple is justice. Which means justice is red. P to J, J to R. Okay, so we know white is white. That's fine. Because we know white is white, we can get everybody involved. We know that red is purple. And we know that justice is red. Let Pootis heal a little bit. White is white. Up here, red is purple. Still in pixel hell. I had it. I had it. I did, and then Child of the Galaxy killed Pootis. Because I forgot to manage Child of the Galaxy's count. And then I died. Which was fun. Oh, we're already on no healing. I did not know we were already on no healing. Jeffy, go back in. For dreaming, we want justice. Judgment's still a pretty safe bet because of how much pale Pootis resists. I mean, it still hurts. Don't get me wrong. But Pootis resists a lot of pale, and we're getting close to the meltdown anyway. All right, Pootis is currently rocking a lot of sanity, so I can send Pootis in here. Although I think that might trigger Meltdown. That does indeed trigger Meltdown. And I have everybody all over the facility. So white is up there. Where is black? Black is on lower floor. That's bad. This is bad. All right, black is now in welfare, and this is infinitely better. All right, I'll pull out. I do not think work types have changed yet. So because of that, well cheers does not matter. Red is purple. Okay, yeah, work types have not changed. Snow Queen is white. You are also white. You only do white damage. Everybody is low on HP more than they are sanity. Yeah, we're chunked on, like, well, not you. Where is she? She's right there. All right, so here's how we're going to manage this. If you have low stats, like you, Sting, you will remain here, as will you, Orphan. Everybody else will be filtered back into the kill group. Zillum goes back in. You all go back in. You all go back in. And Pootis, you go back in. As for tree sap, let's see. Filter out more people. You stay there. I mean, cannot cancel. Someone has nest. How does someone have nest? No one's worked on nest. Cannot cancel work at floor 5+. All right, first to last. I see Forgs. Where is Forgs? Hell to navigate. Somewhere in here is Forgs, and Forgs is hurt. Forgs is also weak to white, so I don't want Forgs going up against the Fixer. We're looking for someone wearing Discord. There. Forgs also stays over there. Everybody else is on Kill Squad. Someone died. All right. It's washed. Someone went crazy. Day 47. Give it up for day 47. And we restart yet again. Ah, okay. Go up here and figure out what the work types are. Red is currently white. Easiest of the last 3 days. I don't believe that. Like, legitimately, I would much rather fight Gebera 500,000 times than I would have to deal with lowered 50 in every stat. Like, the negative stats hurt so much. All right. Red is white. White is purple. Even with -50. True, but the issue is... Attitude adjustment? No. The issue mainly stems from the fact that, like, once they get hit with the -50, they can no longer work with ellipse. And if they can no longer work with ellipse, then if a black fixer melts down the ellipse in like in a department, then it's just game over. That's literally just it. You have to restart at that point. It's beyond fucked. Which means justice is justice. And then we send Pootis to the hallway. Okay, so red is white, glasses. You work there. White is purple. Doesn't matter, because red is white. So Scully goes here. And purple is red, so you, go there. And so the endless treadmill begins. Like I said, fucking each stream that I do of Lobotomy Corporation here at the very end will probably just be 1 day. And, like, that's it. Because each and every one of these days is going to require so many restarts to get right. And I mean, it's going to require so many restarts. All right, we need to get as much out of the ellipse as we possibly can. This is the third day 47 stream. Nah, it's like the second. I'd call this my first, like, actual attempt, though, because I don't really count whatever I was doing on the Scuff-a-thon as, like, a real attempt. Because here, on my own setup, I'm a lot more comfortable with what I'm doing. Purple goes there. Scully, how are we looking? Nice and sane. Where's Scully? How far away did you get? I'll put you right there. Actually, no, I'm putting you right there. Red is white. Yeah, nothing there. Gave us 21. Blue Star gave us 22. Wishing you a good day.
Oh, thank you.
As long as you're not the person who wants to like vomit your mouth. That person, you're on a watch list. It's me. I'm watching you from a list. All right, I should recover sanity faster if I'm in the main department, so that should let me work on censored faster. And then Dreaming Current wants purple. Red is white, so everything here is red. Someone wants what? On Blue Sky, I made the funny post about how I would, like, buy a bunch of French toast sticks from, like local gas station. Because I was like, yummy. They're pretty okay for, like, a gas station breakfast food. TBH. NGL. FAM. LOL. But someone was like, can I get some too, but only if you feed them to me like a baby bird? And I'm like, do you want me to vomit in your mouth? And they're like, as long as you don't, like, digest the syrup, yes. Okay. Clyphon Meltdown level 1. It's Void Dream. I don't think work types have changed yet. They have not. Humongous. So, we go back to getting as much as we can out of the ellipse. Which means more red work from glasses. Same with you, Scully. Get over there. My state brings it to 80. Plus 7 to A block word brings it up to get every stat level there. Which means Pootis example, we'd still be able to work on ellipse in a pinch. I only say this because, like, we had glasses during, like, one of the meltdowns. Like, after the stat meltdown. Try to go into, like, Blue Star, and Blue Star fucking devoured glasses. Although that's because Temperance is maxed out, because it's only at 99 and not 130. Does Blue Star have a Temperance requirement? Yes. Blue Star has a Temperance requirement of Temperance 2, Prudence 3. If you don't meet either of those, you get sucked in immediately. No, not white work. You want red. You want white. And so do you. We're getting as much energy out of this as we can. All right, good. You want that. You. Whatever this fully heals. Passive regen plus main hub regen means that we're going to hit that, like, before we get there. And then Blue Star. Get back in there. And that's as far as we can push all of that. Which Means now Dur goes over there and works on that. Hootis, you work on red. Dimensional refraction variant can be worked on by probably pattern. Big Bird's still looking pretty. Go ahead and send Jevy in on that, though, just for funsies. We're about to hit dawn. We'll go ahead and get another work in with the Dreaming Current. And then we're going to group everybody up in, like, information. Because if we group everybody in information, then we can handle whatever fixer it is pretty fast. Because we can just kill ball it. Move there. And let's see. From this, we'll just send Yin Yang in on that. Our fixer of the day! Give it up for... White Fixer! Hello. Hi. Welcome to my stream. Everything's terrible. She's doing the thing, she's doing the thing, she's doing the thing. No, she's doing the thing! No, no, she's doing the thing. No, she's not. I'm lying. Who's dead? No one is insane or dead. Big win. Big ups, Liquid Richard. Now we have to deal with Red Fixer and Black Fixer. Black Fixer is not an immediate game over because we didn't get it first. Would have been preferable, but... I'm brain dead from lab work and need stem life. Honestly, I respect that. You're smart. Big ups, Liquid you. Hootis goes there. We still have up stats, which is big. How do you still have money to give to people that just say hi?
I love you.
All right, everyone's going back to their departments. I'm pretty sure as of now, work types have been swapped. Because red is now red. That's good. Like that. Easy to remember. Red is red. Oh, wait. Fuck. Hang on. Hey, it's a good thing that guy got a sub. Because that means now I can do this, and they don't have to deal with ads. Okay. So, the current issue is just the fact that, like, we have to deal with Black. Black isn't... now that I know it can walk out of a problem department, not too scared of Black by noon, but still not preferable. However, we're making good progress here because we have access to all of our A-lifts, and we will continue to have access to all of our A-lifts for a while. So as long as we can get pretty good work results here, squeeze out a couple extra boxes, if I can deal with noon, we're set. If we get an early noon, I honestly think that might be preferable, just because if we get early noon, then I won't have to deal with the health debuff. Because Netzak's healing debuff is fucking miserable for 2 fixers. HUD stat debuff, manageable for like 2 fixers. Healing, infinitely worse. Might have to call in rabbits, depending on how health is looking after we kill one of the fixers. For the vibe. This game was about managing SCPs, basically. They're all very unique and special in their own ways, and if you don't fucking serve them lemon water on 2 p.m. whenever the sun is very slightly cresting over a mountain, they just rip your head off and turn you into a tree. Would you be curious to see the different backer agent's hair? You need to do one. You'd need to make at least one nug to get the name, but still see. Mr. Black has really cool hair. Maybe. Your average Twitch chat. No, because I can just kill you all with rocks if I don't like you. I can't kill, like, the concept of divinity and, like, Christianity with a rock. I think I need like a bigger rock. But with you all, like, I don't, like, if something's, like, bad, like, if I fuck up managing you all, again, I can just kill you with a rock. Have you tried? No. I could! But so far, so good. Stone the Pope, you say. Exactly. Stone the Pope. I'm back from ads. That's good. The Twitch input that if you don't chat, we're going to mark you as a bot thing. I think they might have done that by now. I think you need to either, like, do a channel point reward, or you need to, like, type hi or something to not be marked as a view bot. Basically, if you lurk in these streams, fuck you forever. You're not real. Twitch hates you. Does this work? It does. Good job. It would help if I showed you the screen, huh? I have like 700,000 tabs. Okay. Money funnel. I am giving money. Mopney. I am getting Mopney. 2 minutes on the clock. So remember, all right, the way the money funnel works is that more people need to give than receive. Because if you're getting money, it works better if there's a discrepancy. Go to bot. Maybe my whole existence is a lot. Never know. Never know. All right, Twitch is just making sure that I'm protected from all the nasty robots out there that want to, like, call me beautiful or something. I don't know what view bots do. All right, good job. Good job on the Mopney. Mandatory Ohio Goseimasu. Ohio Goseimasu. Prove you're made of mortal flesh. I now know what you mean. I thought this was like a new, like, I thought this was like a new Zoomer thing that I was getting too old to understand. I see the word Ohio and I'm like, yes, skibbity. You're beautiful. I'm not a robot. That's what a robot would say. Thank you, very real chatbot. Not a bot. Why is Solomon Yisong the coolest? Because he mag dumps people with his skill 3. Which is really funny. Alright, the Mopney is balanced right now. I think this means good things. Will you call up with Dracula Flow? No, I need to make this thing I have right here. Like here, you can hear it? Can you hear it? Hear that? I need to make that explode. Alright, I am getting Mopney. There you go. The money funnel has worked. People have received Mopney. Is that the bullet? No. That is a blowtorch. It's like a tiny blowtorch that you would use to, like, start a grill or something. Because I asked my mother, I'm like, do we have a lighter? Because I have candles, and I want to light a candle. Like, do we have matches? And she's like, we have a blowtorch. And so she just gave me this tiny blowtorch. So now I just have this.
The horror.
Creme brulee torch. That's kind of, I think that's a more accurate read of it. Yeah, I just have that now. It's getting harder and harder to light candles because they're really deep. And it's getting to the point now wherever I can't light both of them with one go. So I have to, like, stick my hand in there and kind of burn it a little bit to light both of them. Very fun time. Very good. Anyway, now we can't see. Red is red. What is white? White is purple. Oh my god, I'm getting called by a telemarketer. From Ohio. White is purple? White is purple. What is purple then? That's a good question. I have magic bullet. No. Purple is blue. Which means justice is white. You put us on the evil phone line. Do you want to talk to the telemarketer? Is that what you want? Do you want to say mean things to the telemarketer? Yes. All right, so red is red. That's good. Easy to remember. Justice. Fuck. With justice being white, we can't work on censored anymore. This will negatively affect the trout population. I mean, then there's Silent Orchestra, who we can't touch ever, because if Silent Orchestra gets out, we all explode and die. I mean, not really. We can just, like, face roll Silent Orchestra, but I'd much rather not do that if I can help it. Alright, so we need white, which is justice. Is it not Twitch safe, or is it... No, it's literally just made of sensor bars. What are the lore implications of this? Why did MatPat have to get into politics? I need him to explain the Lobotomy Corp to me. In a different timeline, MatPat did a Project Moon lore video. And we got like a much worse fan base because of it. That is not this timeline, but in a different timeline, that happened. All right, justice. We're already pretty bad. I'd say we're okay. I think the Project Moon fan base is okay as long as they've experienced other games. I think Limbus collectively is probably a pretty bad fan base. But I think people that have played like Lobotomy Corporation and Ruina, I give them a pass. Because I think people that have played like only Limbus are like the bad ones. Everybody else is like pretty okay. Because for some reason, like, Project Moon has, like, hyper-infested Roblox, but really, it's only, like, Limbus. Limbus has hyper-infested Roblox. It's not, like, Lobotomy Corporation or Ruina. Alright, glasses. Work on Blue Star. And then we get to work on one more thing before we get Stat Nerve. In hyper-infested Roblox. So, there's a lot of games on, like, Roblox that incorporate Project Moon shit in some way, but it's usually only Limbus. Like, there's a bunch of things on there that, like, oh, here's Heathcliff's outfit. Here's, like, Solemn Lament Gregor. Here's blah, 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 blah. A pretty popular-ish game, like Item Asylum, incorporates, like, Gebera the Red Mist and Solemn Lament. So a lot of people are just like, oh, the Red Mist from Item Asylum. That's usually what I mean. There's a lot of people on there that also dress up in, like, Heathcliff clothes and shit. So again, that's where all the infestations are. We can send Pootis into work on this because the nerfs will hit and then the stats will go down, which should also make the pale damage do less. Also, yeah, something's melting down. Armor is melting down. Armor wants fortitude. We can send Alan in on that, and Alan will be fine. What else is melting down? Static. Static wants justice. Good job, Alan. You also don't get the gift, which is big because we don't want it. So, red is red. Justice is white. What's the gift? It's a flame aura around your head that makes you attack fast, but also has negative consequences that I don't want to deal with. White is attachment. All right, red is still red. Yeah, justice is white. Not purple. Attachment is purple. Don't worry about it. Things are going okay, which is a lot. That's kind of huge. I'll take okay at this point. Jebby goes in there. Dreaming Current gets worked on by Durr. Pootis, give red some more attention. And now we go to white for attachment. Up here, HMAC works on child. Because I'm running out of wows to manage in a safe and effective manner. Pootis works with Judgment Bird. We're making good progress. Like, we're getting a lot of energy. We're still on day 47. This is day 47. We haven't moved. We've been locked in the time loop. This is to really make you understand why Angela's going insane. This game is great. Lobotomy Corporation really makes you feel like you're Angela. Punching birds out. Sorry, I got scared. All right, Pootis works with Judgment Bird. Now we don't heal anymore. Who's melting down and where? Who's McFreaking it? Grandma's sad. Fix it. Heart of aspiration. We'll give that to Alan. Punishing bird bad. Scary. Scary. All right, Pootis, go in there. I just want to kill. You might get that wish sooner than you think. Because you got the Heart of Aspiration now. Oh, yeah, work type swapped. So, Justice is now red. So what is red? Red is Justice. All right, easy swap. So now we just need to figure out what white and what purple are. White is white, which means purple is purple. All right, simple. All right, so Pootis can now go in there. Work on white. Red is currently Justice. Purple should be purple. Unless I've grossly fucked this up somehow. No, I'm right. Never doubt me. I'm right forever. White is white. Getting energy. Slowly but fucking surely. We have to deal with... Who'd I kill? We have to deal with red and black. Not a preferred combo, but it's the combo we got. See, Dreaming Current wants Justice. Big Bird wants purple. Thank you. Thank you, Punishing Bird. I love you. Child of the Galaxy. Buddhist can go back in there and give... Like, I don't know, sweep the cell of red. Big Bird. We can keep sending Jebby in there. They're doing a great job so far. Pudis can go work on Judgment. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but Pudis can do it. Even at -8 with fucked stats. That is probably gonna be the last thing I have Pudis work on, though, until we get Meltdown Restoration. We can send Dur in for another final go at Dreaming Current. And the next one will trigger Meltdown. Which is a fight. Which means time to figure out who gets what. Where's Dur? There's Dur. Dur should be the last one to get up. And then... the fight. Okay, so Justice is red, so fucking, get in there. There's our Meltdown heal. Where's Black? Black is currently in Extraction. And Red is currently right there. Honestly, I'm thinking I just wait. Because with luck, Red goes left. He does not go left. Okay, fuck. Someone's dead. Multiple people are dead. Yeah, so that is, let's see. 1 dead, 1 panicking, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead, and that's a restart. Day 47. Give it up for day 47. Like, who's worse? Do I want Red dead first, or do I want White dead first? Because honestly, Black isn't that big of a deal at all. Like, Black is easy. Black is manageable. Red fucks you up if you're like... Why did you start? Because 6 people died! Red is the worst. Because Red just does a fuckload of damage. Red and White both have AoE moves that make them miserable to deal with. Black doesn't have an AoE move, and I only have to deal with Black's, like, abnormality breaching mechanic. Which is manageable, depending on where he is. Worthwhile sacrifice for fun is. But I know I can clear this with no deaths. I know I can do that. And I'd much rather clear that with no deaths than go into anything. How is the torment nexus going? I was actually just about to fucking end. But I mean, thank you. When you all have so much goddamn money. Because, like, we're not gonna get another run-in before we hit cap. And I am trying to, like, fuck up my sleep schedule still. So I'm almost done fucking up my sleep schedule. Hi, Viz. We're just ending. Thanks for the gifted sub. Oh, shit, it's Pi. Hang on. I gotta do this. Sort people by their resistances, use similar dedicated, smaller dedicated kills, and send everything at them. True. True, actually. New bean stream. Bean the second. We're not doing a second bean stream. I was knocked out of commission by kidney beans the day after. Do you have any idea how miserable that is? What a terrible sentence that is to say. Sorry, I can't stream today. I ate too many beans. What am I, 4? All right, we gave day 47 an honest attempt. I'm thinking... Incredible. Hi, Shen. How'd your EXs go? I see you all in there. So, like, here's what I'm thinking. Yay or nay? Do we install the mod that lets me look at the upcoming ordeal? We cheese the fight. Honestly, fair. Because I feel like if I knew the upcoming ordeal, like if it was, oh, it's White Dawn, and it will be, Red Fixer. Oh, it will be Black Fixer. It'll be White Fixer. That could help us save time here. But at the same time, I also get it, because, like, it doesn't really matter. It tells you the color of the ordeal. Okay, so yes, this does not matter then. Gotten this far without it. I'm just thinking, like, do I also install the mod that, like, saves... Like, all this is just saving time, really. Like, the mod that makes it so that way the overlap is easier to manage. Because there is a mod that's like, oh, yeah, if your, like, nuggets are all stacked up on top of each other, you can look at, like, all of their names easier and not just have to, like, sift through, like, beans in a jar. I don't know. Lots to think about. Day 47's hard. Lots to think about. Day 47's doable. And I think that once I get past day 47, like, fighting Gebra and Bina is going to be fucking nothing. I think I'm going to get that, like, endlessly faster than I do day 47. Because the no healing and reduced stats with a noon fuck me up so bad. Much to think about. Much to think about. You know who this is? Not that, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. Is her name all one word? It is. She's playing Neo too! Go say hi to my friend! Also, just kind of throw this out there. She's getting really close to hitting, like, partnership. So maybe if you all just kind of stuck around, kept that number above 75, that'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of fucking rad. She could get a check mark, and she kind of deserves it because she's really funny and good at streaming. Just kind of throwing that out there, just saying it. Maybe stick around a little bit after it. Just saying, okay. See you Friday for Torment Nexus. I'm stuck in hell forever. This is my boulder. It's never going up the goddamn hill.